Okay, so these two I planted so that they're close enough together because they were hugging each other. They were so close they looked like one little citrus tree. So now they're together. I'm going to put just a little bit more down here because feels like I could do that. And I position them so they're close together. They still want to lean into each other. So I'm going to just let them be like this. And then maybe when they're older, maybe in 6 months or a few months, we'll see how it goes. I'll repot them and they'll be close together, but not too far away because they're just so cute. They keep wanting to lean in over to each other. I'm going to check on them and maybe in a few days we're going to bend into each other again. I'll just keep helping them a little bit. They'll be close, but I don't want them to like hurt themselves over it. I see sometimes when people like cut them, like they have a lot of babies like these. Like all of these little babies, I still have oat powder on them. I'm going to water them down because that's fertilizer. So I see people like have a bunch of babies and they just cut them off. It's terrible. Those are all plants. These are all trees. These are like all together. There was like 50, I have 50 some trees. In here is like 30, but I have about 52 little seedlings. I don't want to cut any of them. They've all done really well. There's 3 of them that have passed on. But what happens is I think when they're too close and then they start withering away, these are all doing really great. But when they start getting really thin, and it's almost like they're allowing the other one to take the place. So they're not taking enough, they're not taking the oxygen, they're not feeding themselves the vitamins and that sort of thing. And so that's when I want to repot them, like before it gets to that point when I see that. But these were really close. I thought they need their own space, but these two want to be together. This one over here I still am going to pot alone, but close to these guys. And I just think they all should get a chance. Like I don't think they should be cut. You can, I just pull these out easily with this and this little mechanism here. Just kind of pull down at the roots. And don't yank them out because they could cut the root. But just keep, easily just moving the dirt like this. And then eventually you get to the bottom of where the root is. And it usually does want to go all the way down to the bottom. These did. These guys did. So, just, it takes a little time and a little patience, but these will all give off maybe a couple hundred, maybe a few hundred lemons a year, if one allows it. And that's not a lot, actually, if you think about it. So let's say there's like an orchard. Let's say I have 52 lemons. Is it 52 lemon trees that give off about 300? That's about 3 to 4 lemons a day, really. And then if you freeze them, and make treats with them and all sorts of things. I'm just trying to get off this powder off the little leaves. Then it's not a lot of lemons because what happens is it takes 4 to 6 months for them to, as soon as you start seeing little green guys, it takes 4 to 6 months from that time. So